It would seem as if Iran has been exposed as a proverbial paper tiger.
Well, I wouldn't say it's quite a paper tiger because it still has the ability to influence things. The Iranian-backed militias are still an important component in Iraqi politics. The Houthis continue to attack shipping in the Red Sea, in part because of Iranian technical assistance. But it certainly turned out that their air defenses, their missile deterrent, and Hezbollah were not enough to prevent the Israelis from doing what they did. And of course, the Israelis have kind of picked one target at a time. They went after Hamas, then they devoted their attentions to Lebanon. Of course, the Syrian regime was overthrown, which was an Iranian ally, and hurt Iran too. Then they went after Iran.
And made it easier for Israel to penetrate Iran's defenses.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could fly over Syria. Syria's air defenses were in shambles anyway, but Israel bombed remaining Syrian military capabilities after the collapse of the Assad regime to make it easier to do so. So they no longer had that problem of which country do we overfly and will they like it and will they let us, since it was relatively easy to fly over Syria and Iraq doesn't have any meaningful air defenses, so you have a fairly straight route in.
So what does this conflict tell us about the state of the Iranian regime? What is the state that it's in right now?
So, it's an interesting question. It's really going to work itself out over months and years about what this does to Iranian internal politics. There were those who said, if Israel goes after the Iranian regime, the regime will crumble. That hasn't happened. I think there are a lot of Iranians who are angry at the amount of money that Iran spends on foreign adventures, military capability, regional influence. But also, Iran's a very nationalistic country, and there are lots of Iranians who didn't like getting bombed by Israel and probably would like to be more ready the next time. So I don't think we entirely know how that's all going to work out. Most of the Israeli targeting was on military facilities or things related to the nuclear program. There wasn't widespread destruction of Iran's oil exporting capability, so its economy was in no way crippled. My guess, and it's only a guess, is that Iran will continue to kind of fumble through domestically the way that it has. The regime will be unpopular, but there won't be a big enough threat to the regime to overthrow it. But, sometimes these things are hard to predict. But I don't see at this point any evidence that that war caused the regime to become so fundamentally weak that it's threatened.
You've been listening to a clip of In Bed with the Elephant with me, your host, Adrian Harewood. Be sure to check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And please be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast and write a review. We love hearing from you.